welcome to Bethan's Kitchen and Garden. Today I'm in the front garden and I thought I'd give you a tour of how things are growing in the garden and what plans I've got and whether things have worked out as I hoped they would. So let's go and have a look around. Here is the currant bed which we had put in at the start of this year, and everything so far is growing okay. The rhubarb is looking a bit dilapidated, but there is fresh rhubarb coming through, and with this rhubarb I've not picked any of it, and I'm just leaving everything, including the dead leaves, to add nutrients to the soil and so the all the new growth from the rhubarb will go back into its root, and hopefully next year we'll have a good crop. The lavender is beginning to come into flower now, which is lovely, but what's giving us a gorgeous scent at the moment is this rose bush, which I wish you could smell how it is. It's just a lovely orangey sort of blossom going on there. It's really refreshing when you come out of the front door. More of the rhubarb here, and I got foxgloves growing at the back too. So if I come round to here, I got some gooseberries coming. So looks like they've taken well to their new home. And if I come round to the red currant, I can't actually find one now. Oh, there we are. Under there are some red currants forming, and over onto the black currants we got some black currants forming. The grapes, which I haven't long transplanted here from the allotment, are beginning to come into leaf, as is that one, the old one, and that one over there. So I'm pleased with that bed. It's really coming on. What I haven't shown you is I've planted some bulbs in between as well, in between the bushes, and they are just beginning to come through, but I can't remember what I planted where. I have drawn a plan somewhere, so I can work out where I can put dahlias in amongst them as well. Now, I'm not sure if you can pick this up very well on here, but I have got some asparagus on the go, which I am really pleased about. There's a couple that have 2 or 3 poking up, but the majority of them have just got the one so far. And I've noticed that the ones that have got the 2 or 3 are the ones that I had planted over the allotment sooner than the other ones. So the ones I bought last year seem to mostly be giving up 1 sphere, but the ones I planted 2 or 3 years before that are giving up the 2 or 3 spears. So that's encouraging. This bed seems to be working out so far, which is good because it's quite a big bed to not work out. I come round here. These broad beans have just gone mental, to be honest. I didn't expect to have much crop off them at all, because they sort of got a bit trashed in the wind, but there are flowers on them, and if I go right down to the bottom, there's some beans beginning to form. I love broad beans. If you're starting, oh, there we are. If I come round to this one, there's more there. I love broad beans. If you're starting growing, I'd say plant broad beans, because they usually come right, and they and you can get your confidence up that way. This is my garlic. Some of it is, this one is looking quite thick. The stem is quite thick on that one there. And then we have some that's quite, well, weedy for want of a better expression, but no sign of any scapes yet. My new potatoes, my first earlies, are in here, and they're doing really well. Unfortunately, we're due a bit of a cold snap tomorrow, so I hope they'll be alright and they don't suffer too much. They are back against the wall, so hopefully they'll be okay. So I'm very pleased with how they're looking at the moment. I've resisted the urge to, you know, scrub around, and I've even sorted out my hanging baskets, which is a good thing. Just up from the broad beans, garlic and new potatoes, we've got the trailer bed. So since I put this netting on to stop my cat from sitting on the onions, they seem to be doing well. This is another row of another row of garlic. That seems to be doing well. And then, I mean, you won't be able to tell from here because I can't see at all. But there are shallots in there, and then sensu onions down this way. And they do look like, if I can get the camera in there. A close look, they do seem to be bulbing up somewhat. In front of the onions are the peas. This is Meteor, and they are beginning to pod up now. So we might have some early peas soon. I must get on with planting my main crop actually. In the top half of the asparagus bed, we've got about 4 multi-sown leek plants there, which were left over from the ones I've sown in the back garden. Then again, we've got some multi-sown beetroot there, which is doing well. And here are some Elsa Craig multi-sown onions, which they seem to be doing well. And then as we come down here, these are Red Baron sets. So they seem to be doing well, apart from being a bit windswept. My greenhouse, everything is still doing okay in there. I haven't long shown you what's been occurring in there in my last vlog. And the garlic in tubs looks like it's doing reasonably well. It's I wouldn't say it's the stems are as thick as some of the ones in the bed over there, but there's still time for it to bulb up a bit more. So we'll just have to wait and see what sort of crop we get from the garlic. I've got my 3 raspberries in pots here. These are patio raspberries. They are meant to be grown in pots. This one seems to be doing a lot better than the other 2, and I've no idea why that would be, because they've had the same treatment. So keep an eye on them, but there do seem to be an awful lot of flowers on them this year. My strawberries, you will have seen me plant these up, or if you haven't, you can go back and check, because I did a vlog not so long ago on planting up these strawberries, and they look like they've settled. Again, we've got some bad or cold weather coming in, so I'll have to cover them over with some fleece, I think. But I've still got some in pots. And then there are others that are beginning to get fruit on them. And some flowers on them. And then finally, this is my blueberry and raspberry bed. So it's my ericaceous or acidic soil bed. This blueberry I got last year, so that's not too bad. That's putting on a bit of growth. I wouldn't expect any fruit from that this year. And this one is doing really well. There's quite a lot of fruit setting on there. It was looking more magnificent when it had its petals on. It's gone over now and is developing its fruit, and the same with this one. So we should be in for some good blueberries if I ever get round to netting them this year. And finally the raspberries. They are coming along. They are getting there. It is their first year, so they'll probably be putting quite a lot of energy into their roots. But there is some flower buds forming on there as well. This one. So we might have a small crop of raspberries off these this year. I've come down here and sit on my doorstep in the hope that it'll be less windy. But I'm very pleased with how this garden is coming on. When I think of how it was looking back in January when it had hardly any of the beds in, and I did wonder if I was ever going to get there. I'm pleased. I am in a quandary as to how much to net, because it's in the front garden and I kind of want it to look as nice as possible. Once you start adding nets to things, then it becomes not that nice. So I'll have to artistically decorate the place with the nets and see how we get on with that. But thank you for joining me in my tour today. I hope you've enjoyed looking around my front garden and seeing it coming into what I visualized in my head. And thank you very much for watching. All I can say about that is lovely job.